What's happening, you guys? Eric Meldrum here with the True Living Michigan Group, and today we are talking about Ann Arbor, Michigan. You know, it's been one of the hottest places to live here in Michigan. Well, in fact, it was actually ranked one of the best places to live in the whole entire United States. The whole entire United States. And it's also ranked one of the best places to raise a family and one of the best places to retire. And the list goes on and on and on and on. I think Ann Arbor's got to be tired of just being the best at everything.
Always telling me how I'm the best.
Well, I doubt that because I strive to be the best, and that never gets tiring. So in this video, guys, we're going to take you through the city, show you it through our eyes, everything from the shopping to the parks to the neighborhoods and some of the latest developments that are taking place right here in the city. And make sure you stick around to the end because I'm going to be covering one of the biggest developments the city has ever seen, and you're not going to want to miss this. So when my wife and I first moved to Ann Arbor, we were kicking around the idea of this different lifestyle. Do we want to be close to downtown? Do we want to be in one of the neighborhoods? Do we want to bring a car to Ann Arbor? Or do we want to be in one of the subdivisions on the outskirts? You know, we were kicking around the idea from buying to renting, and that might be something you're considering right now. So I wanted to highlight this because the lifestyle in Ann Arbor, there's a wide variety of it. You can be downtown without a car, or you could be in one of the neighborhoods without a car. The bus system runs quite often. You got bike lanes everywhere. The walkability is great in Ann Arbor, or you could be in one of the subdivisions on the outskirts. If you want a little bit more room, you want a little bit bigger house, maybe be in a subdivision with a golf course. All those different lifestyles exist in or around Ann Arbor. So depending on what you're looking for, you know, definitely have options here in the city. So we're going to go take a look at some of these different type of options. I'm going to take you to a few different planned developments here and show you exactly what you can expect from some single family homes to some loft style homes downtown. So let's go check it out. All right, so we're here in Cornwell Farms. I wanted to show you this community because it's a little bit different than a lot of the communities we're going to see here in Ann Arbor. This community is built by Norfolk. The thing I do want to mention about it is it has a lot of oversized lots. So as I'm walking around, you guys can see, you know, between the houses, there's a lot of space, you know, between the neighbors. All the houses are built with the garage on one side and the kitchen on the other side. So you're never going to be kitchen to kitchen looking into your neighbor's house. You got plenty of space between it. There's not a lot of houses in here. It's more of a smaller community. They built it with the intention of being more of like an executive style with larger lots and just a small tight-knit community. So if you're looking for something like this, Cornwell Farms is a great little subdivision here. The builder, we did a model tour of that, gosh, probably 2 or 3 months ago. And at the time they had like 4 or 5 lots left. They have 2 lots left right now, so this is a closeout. So if you do want more information on this community, if this looks like something you might be interested in, just let us know. You know, so just walking around here in the day, it's really peaceful. You got place structures in the backyards, which tells me some families live here. You can see, you know, everyone takes really good care of their properties. The one thing I do notice in this community is some of the lawns look a little bit dingy. But I think that's just because they haven't had a chance to properly seed them yet, you know, like they would in the summertime. So, you know, a lot of these homes were built within the past 12 to 16 months. So they just haven't got a full season of replanting everything, getting their lawns up to par. So I think that's coming, but beautiful homes back here and definitely a good look for somebody looking for an acre just north of Ann Arbor. So hopefully that gives you guys a good look at some of the subdivisions around Ann Arbor. You know, Cornwell Farms being on the north side of Ann Arbor and Scoview being on the west side of Ann Arbor. Really good options. This is just a couple of the developments. There's about a handful more that I haven't gotten to yet. I'm going to get to those. So if you do have questions about anything new construction, just put that in the comments down below. I'd be happy to answer those, or better yet, reach out, give us a call, shoot us a text, schedule that Zoom call, and be happy to hop on and show you guys around the city through my eyes. All right, so the next community we're going to go take a look at is Nroth Oaks of Ann Arbor. Now, this community is built by Toll Brothers. It's a luxury townhouse community. And the reason I wanted to showcase this is it's kind of a hybrid between your single family homes and your condo living. So these townhomes are going to give you a little bit more square footage, but you also have all the great amenities that a condo association is going to bring to you, which is low maintenance. You know, you don't have to worry about cutting the grass, you don't have to worry about the exterior, and plus you have this awesome community center that has an Olympic-sized pool, workout facilities, and you can rent it out. You can bring people in, have parties, but it's really cool. So we're going to check this out. It's kind of that bridge between single-family homes and, you know, the condos here, which are becoming more and more popular. It seems like there's a lot more people looking for low maintenance or maintenance-free living, which is why Toll Brothers has kind of found that groove, and you're starting to see a lot more of these type of developments pop up. Okay, so there's a lot of other developments here in Ann Arbor that I couldn't get to specifically in this video. We're going to carve out some time, you know, and cover those on future videos. So if there's any developments or any questions you have about any of those, drop those in the comments below. I'd love to see what you guys are looking at, what some of the new construction that you might be looking at. If you have questions on it, you know, just let me know, drop it in the comments below, or better yet, reach out, give us a call, shoot us a text, and I'd love to answer those. But we're going to switch gears here for a second and get away from the single family home and head downtown, because there is a boom of condominium developments downtown, and we're going to take a look at a few of them today. All right, so I want to show you guys a couple condos downtown. We're here at the Kingsley Lofts. These are right behind me. Let me spin this around. So the thing I really like about these, close to Carytown, which is awesome. So you got these industrial style but more luxurious condominiums down here. They're actually coming up with a lot more. So development in this area, you got these 218 Kingsley, and then you have a couple more, one on Miller, and then 2 or 3 more right over here. It's actually 3 because one of them is just being built on Miller. So there's a lot more here. So you do have some options down here. These price ranges range anywhere from 800 on up to 1.2, 1.3 million, just depending on the floor and the floor plan that you get in here. So really nice, check these out. All right, so we're here at the new development. This is 212 Miller Street, and this is right on the corner of Miller and First, so just across from Kingsley. So this is gonna be an 8-unit condominium complex that they're building. It's right next to one that was just completed right here behind me. And then they have the Kingsley one. There's 3 or 4 more over here as well. So this little corridor right here, just on the west side of Carytown, this is becoming a little bit more popular for condominiums, you know, loft style. And the great thing about it is it's walkable downtown. So you got Carytown there, you got the farmer's market on the weekend, you have Zingerman's over there. So if you're gonna go grab a sandwich or some coffee, you got access to that. But more importantly, it's really walkable to downtown as well. We're only a few blocks, you know, from Main Street, so you can just get over there pretty quickly. You can get across Ann Arbor walking. I used to do it at my lunch hour when I was working downtown. You can get across Ann Arbor from one side to the next on the downtown in about 20 minutes, you know, walking. So it's a good exercise, you know, in the morning to take a brisk walk and, you know, go ahead and just get out and get some exercise, get some fresh air. So I like this development right here. They're doing a lot more of these. A lot of the old stick style homes that they have down here are getting knocked down, making room for some more condominiums, because space is becoming an issue here. And this is where all of the hotness comes in from Ann Arbor. People want to be downtown. So they're trying to make more room for, you know, these type of things down here. The city's, you know, offering a little bit more incentives. There's a development that's going to be on the river that I'm going to take you to in a minute. We can go check that out, but that's going to be a mix of shops, apartments, condominiums. So a lot of people are really excited about it. So I'm going to take you over there right now. All right. So as you may have noticed, living downtown is becoming more and more popular, and, you know, these condo developments just keep popping up and they keep selling out regardless of the price. And that's the really interesting thing. There's anywhere from 500,000 up to $1 million. And believe it or not, they all sell out every single time. So that just goes to show you that there is a big demand for living downtown. We have people that have been living here a long time that are retiring, selling their house, and like, yep, I'm just gonna move into a condo. So I see it every day. And, you know, like I said, the condo developments keep selling out. So the big question I get asked, you know, I was like, hey, I wanna live downtown, but I don't know if there's grocery stores around. I don't know like what's around. Well, you don't really have to worry about that here in Ann Arbor. You know, shopping on pretty much every corner of Ann Arbor is available. So, you know, major grocery stores like Kroger, Meijer, you know, Costco is here. You got Whole Foods, you got Trader Joe's, and then you got some local markets like Bush's, Plum Market, and then of course you got the farmers market downtown every Saturday. So, you know, you don't really have to go far. And if you're going to be living in Carytown, there's a grocery store down there called Sparrows Market. Like I said, you don't have to go far for any of your groceries or shopping on a day-to-day basis. You guys are so lucky. So I just remembered it's Saturday morning. On my way to Carytown, I'm like, I think the farmers market's going on. So we're gonna hop over there, check out the farmers market, walk you guys around, and show you guys what the farmers market is really like here in Ann Arbor. So let's go. So one thing that is not too easy to find on a Saturday morning is parking. So make sure you get here early for the farmers market, get your parking, or else you're gonna be driving around like me, trying to find a spot here. All right, so we're down here in Carytown. It is busy today. Like I said, the farmers market is going on, lots of people out. It's awesome to see. It's a beautiful day, sun shining. And just right behind me, this is Zingerman's Cafe, right over here, just off of Detroit Street. And then here you have the Carytown Market, which has a grocery store in it, the Sparrows Market, a lot of other stores in there as well. And then it is Saturday, like I said, you do have the farmers market going on. So we're gonna pop in there and go check it out. And I just saw that we have a new condo development down here as well. So I'm gonna go take you guys over there and check this out because these condo developments keep popping up. I just showed you one off of Miller Road that is brand new. It's coming, 8 units. I think this one is gonna be about 15 units if I'm reading that correctly. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you. Try not to get hit out here in the streets. It's one thing you gotta make sure you're very attentive to is traffic. Bikers are everywhere, and you just gotta make sure that you're not getting ran over here. Get really, really bad. All right, so yes, 15 new luxury condominiums coming in. Spin this around so you can see what it's gonna look like, you know, when it's all done. Here is the renderings, and they've already broke ground on it, so you can see the progress. So like I said, a lot more condominiums coming here in Ann Arbor, downtown area, which is nice to see. This is one of the reasons why people are moving here. They want to be downtown. Like, they want to move to Ann Arbor and they want to be downtown. They want the walkability. They want to be close to everything. So you got the farmers market, you got the shops, you got Zingerman's, you got plenty of other stuff. And this is all connected. So this is just a district of downtown Ann Arbor. You can walk over to Main Street, just a couple blocks over. There used to be a Thai place right here, now that I'm remembering it correctly. It wasn't very good, so nobody's gonna miss that. But let's head into the farmers market and check this out. All right, so it is busy down here. You can see just a sea of people behind me. But this is the farmers market, so we're just walking around, kind of showing you guys exactly, you know, some of the vendors. You got farms with fruits, vegetables, flowers. You got baked goods down here. You got artisan stuff, paintings, you know, handmade bags, handmade little figurines. All of that good stuff. So you got pretty much your pick of the litter here. And peaches, I'm seeing a lot of peaches today, so I might have to get some of those, but there is a lot going on down here. All right, so moving to any new area, I know you got to know where the shopping centers are. Where am I going to get my groceries? Where am I going to go, you know, grab a bite to eat? Where am I going to get my nails done? All that fun stuff. So we're here in Westgate. This complex is on Stadium and Jackson. So shopping centers here, we got Rite Aid right behind me. There is also a TJ Maxx over here. You got the Ann Arbor Public Library, which has Sweetwater coffee in it. You got the Zingerman's Roadhouse right here. If you haven't had Zingerman's Roadhouse, definitely check that out. They got some great barbecue in there. And there's plenty of other stuff in here too. So let's see what else we got. We got a bookstore, we have a bagel shop, we got a dentist, we have a UPS store, Hallmark, Eye Doctor, Jersey Mike's, Middle Eastern, Staples here, Rite Aid, plenty of stuff in here. So anything you need. Oh, and there's also Kroger right here as well. So this is why I came here, to show you guys where the grocery store is. I almost forgot about Kroger. And if you're looking for other grocery stores, there's another complex across the street that's got Plum Market. It's got Kirkland's over there. There's a couple other clothing stores as well. And then just on the other side of Stadium, you have a park which has a skate park in it. So anybody who's looking to skateboard, if you got kids who are into skateboarding, there's a beautiful skate park over there. The city actually put a lot of money into that. They're really proud of it. So it's pretty cool, check that out. Baseball diamonds, which have lights, so there's night games over there. And then you also have the Ann Arbor Public Pool, which is just down Jackson Road as well. Not too far from here. It's like hop, skip, and a jump. You can just get there in 2 seconds. So this corridor right here on Jackson and Stadium, this has a lot going on. So easy access to highway right here. There's also a Smoothie King for all your smoothie fans right there. And there's plenty of other stuff. I know I'm forgetting stuff in here, but this place has pretty much everything you need. Grocery stores, nail places, coffee shops. You know, Zingerman's has a drive-through coffee too. If you haven't had their coffee, definitely go check that out. The family and I love going to the Roadhouse, and Zingerman's, that is Eric approved for their gelato on their donut Sundays. All right, so I told you that farmer's market was busy. There's always good finds there. And speaking of good finds, you know, there was the spinach pie when I was walking by filming. This lady was taking the lid off and she was serving a piece of spinach pie, and I instantly caught my eye because the steam was coming off. Like, oh, that's going to be a good shot. But the closer I got, I'm like, oh, that's spinach pie. And now I'm brought back to my childhood because my mom used to make the best spinach pie. And growing up, like I wanted nothing to do with it. And she's like, Eric, just try it. Just try the spinach pie. So I did, and I fell in love with it. It was something so great. This little flaky, crispy things on top, and then it just bit into this warm gooiness of the spinach and the cheese. Oh, it's so good. You know, I love that recipe. My sister makes it for family events now. So yeah, just a little nostalgia there.
And some spinach and some key lime pie.
All right, so enough about food. So I want to take you to a development that has been brewing in Ann Arbor for over 10 years. The city got a proposal. They were batting it around. They were in talks about it. Some things started, some things stopped. And now it is finally happening. They got the approval. Everything's moving forward. And this development is called Broadway Park West. Now, this development is something really cool. And, you know, I've talked about parks on this channel, and that is Ann Arbor's go-to thing. Like, there is so many parks in Ann Arbor, and the city wants to keep that going. So anytime there's a development, you know, the question becomes, is that going to take green space away? Is that going to, you know, affect anything that we want to keep a little bit more sacred, you know, here in the city? And this development's a good mix of it. So we got a reporter in the field. Let's kick it over to Eric. Let's go. All right, so I'm here at another new development, and this one is a massive one, guys. So this is Broadway Park West, and right behind me is a vacant land. DTE, which is an energy company here in Michigan, they owned it for so long, and they actually sold it to a developer along with the city's approval and some grant funding to get this developed out. And the reason this was because this runs right along the Huron River, which I'm standing right in front of right now. And this is one of the beautiful things about Ann Arbor, is the parks and just the outdoors is something that the city really encourages, you know, people to use, and they want to make this a great place, you know, for people to live. And green space and parks is one of those. So along the river here, you know, you see some people kayaking in the background, but along the river here, they're going to have a whole entire park, commons area. They'll have footbridges going over, you know, across the street. Argo Park is just around the corner from here. That's where you can launch your canoes and rafts and, you know, tubing for things in the summer. But this is going to be a 100-unit condominium development. There's also going to be a 9-story hotel in here as well. And then they're just going to make this a beautiful park area surrounding it, mixed use space for retail, commercial. That's all going to be in there as well. So this is a biggie. I'm excited for this one to see what the developers, you know, come up with. The renderings look pretty cool right now, but I can't wait to see it when it's actually finished. So as you guys can see, there is no shortage of developments going on here in Ann Arbor, and they got housing developments on pretty much every corner, whether it's apartment complexes, condos, townhomes, single family homes. You know, housing is becoming a real question mark here in Ann Arbor because so many people want to live here. So developers are coming in droves. And this is a clear indication that when you see developers coming in, they're doing their homework. I don't know any bad developers or any bad investors that are just going to build something of this magnitude without some sort of guarantee that they're going to get an ROI. This is a clear indication to me that the hotness in Ann Arbor is continuing. the Ann Arbor market is going to keep picking up, and there's going to be a big battle over the housing for quite a while until they can figure out a way to build more and more. I like these condos, I like the townhomes that they're doing. They're trying to fit a little bit more into the space that they have, so single family homes are going to continue to be built on the outskirts, more condos, more townhomes in the downtown area. Some of these older style homes that we see downtown, unfortunately, those are probably going to get bought up and demolished, in the next decade to 2 decades. We're going to see a lot more of that. I don't ever think it will get to the level of Chicago or that style, but who knows, in 10 years when I'm still doing these videos, we'll come back and see how far Ann Arbor's come and compare it to when I did this video this year. All right, so if you are considering making a move here to Ann Arbor, we've got your back. The real estate market does move a little bit quicker here, but we do have our finger on the pulse. We know exactly what's going on with a lot of developments and what it takes to get offers accepted in this competitive market. And we want to help you do just that. So whether you're making a move in 1 month or 1 year from now, do not hesitate. Go ahead and reach out, send us a text, send us an email, give us a call, or better yet, schedule a Zoom call so we can take you through the city in our eyes and get a game plan together for when you do come into town. So if this information was helpful for you guys, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, tap that little bell so you're the first to learn about the current market here in Michigan and every time we drop a new video just like this. And hey, if you still want some more homework on Ann Arbor or any of the surrounding areas, we got more videos on the channel. You can go check those out here. And until next time, we'll catch you on the next one. Peace.